Andy wants to know, and I think you kind of answered this, but would you work with townships and very rural areas?
Absolutely. And we have some exciting models. I think municipal broadband is more challenging there, but there are cooperative models. And in fact, most of rural America will get high quality broadband. They might get it before you do in Los Angeles, because the cooperatives are really picking up. The ones that brought electricity to rural areas, the ones that brought telephone, they're doing a great job. And in some areas of the country, rural independent telephone companies are doing a great job too. So there's a variety of approaches depending on where you were. There's different models. If he wants to reach out to me, I'm very happy to give him some models, and to offer some advice. As you said, muninetworks.org. If you can't find me on there, I'm doing something wrong. You should be able to find an email address in the About Us to reach out to us.
So then to close here, what can people do?
Well, they need to talk to their elected officials. Call your city council members, township, commissioners, county commissioners, state elected officials, and federal folks. But I would say create a local movement, create a mailing list so that you can quickly activate people when something comes up to say, you know what, like this thing on net neutrality is a big thing in the headlines. Let's make sure we're talking to all of our elected officials and divide them up and meet with them where possible, but make sure they know that this is an issue. I would say send our podcast to the local officials in your city that are supportive of it. There are, even if the local officials can't take a public policy, a public stance on an issue, they may be really interested in passing information along and trying to educate the city council members. So I run community broadband bits, which is conversations with elected officials often on how they've done this. Spreading those to other elected officials can be helpful. But it's really about organizing and making sure that you have these connections so that when there's an opportunity, if there's going to be a vote in city council, if you're going to have a meeting, that you can get people out there to demonstrate support for it.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and